Welcome back. Southside Sippers here. I'm John.
Hi, I'm Kaya.
We are we're gonna get into some Lucky Seven action here today.
I'm excited.
We I don't know if you've ever heard of it. I had never heard of it. Father-in-law told me about the holiday toast, so that's where I started, and I just kept buying it. And then before I bought any more, I was like, we should check this out before I buy it and not like any of it.
We've opened one of the
We've
ones,
never
but
opened any of them.
none of these.
These
Have
are
tried.
all fresh cracked today, and we've
Okay.
had them for
You've
a
had
while.
one of these bottles for a hot minute because I remember I don't know if you can see on the camera super well, but there's an Argyle kind of checkered pattern on the back of the bottles. So I've been looking at the bottles for a while.
We've had them.
These labels are super cool. So they look like movie tickets, like the old fashioned movie tickets. And so this first one here is called Lucky Seven, the Jokester, starring Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Um, we looked up the spirits, Lucky Seven spirits, and their whole line of bourbons and whiskeys were named after the movie stage in California, the Lucky Seven movie stage. So cool. They're combining their love of whiskey and movies, I guess. So
I can get behind that.
Yep, John said, this one's aged 6 years. That's a 95 proof. This one was 100 proof, if I recall.
100 proof, 12-year.
It's a 12-year. Wow. It's called the Hold Up. And then we were also noticing that these three, the labels say that they are distilled in Kentucky by Lucky Seven Spirits in Bardstown. And then this last one here is actually distilled by the Bardstown Bourbon Company. So we're wondering, these are all blends. So we haven't quite had a chance to dive into why this bottle over here is a little bit different. But this one I'm super excited about. This is called the Holiday Toast. And it is a double oaked. 115 proof. So, and then this last one.
Was that an age statement on here?
I don't think so. It just says the double oaked.
Yeah, there was no age statement on that one. That was weird.
Well, hold on. No, this is Lucky Seven. I thought maybe that said 7 year.
Huh. Finished in a toasted new oak barrel.
Okay. Now this last one here is called the Proprietor. It's aged 14 years. And it is coming in at a whopping 123 proof. So
I'm excited.
I'm excited to give these a go. And I am drinking these blind. You poured the Glens. Do you remember what was what?
I do.
This is why I should have poured. I would have forgotten.
No, you wouldn't have.
I probably wouldn't have forgotten the double oak because I'm excited about that one.
I wouldn't have forgotten. I'm excited about them. I've been holding on to them for a while.
Well, let's do today.
So I've been very curious, and I've been patiently waiting for the right time to open these things up.
These are nice on the nose. Or at least A is. I'm picking up a little fruit note.
A little fruity tooty.
Almost a little apple, maybe.
Huh. Apple or pear?
I do think that's apple because I get it right on my palate. First sip. Boy, at 90, this does not, no. I'll have to take a second sip. This doesn't to me taste like a 95 proof. It tastes a little bit more.
Why do you think this is a 95 proofer?
Oh, good point. I'm assuming based on the color that this was, but I could be wrong.
Huh.
I could be wrong.
Those two, look darker in the bottle, but these two look the same
About
almost.
The same.
Huh. Now in the Glen, this looks very light.
I should have grab my little notebook here. Yep, I just assumed based on the color, but tasting that, I doubt that that's going to be.
That's I would go with you on the apple.
I'm not getting a lot of oak.
Mm-mm.
The longer that it sits, I'm starting to get a little bit of a hug.
I didn't get any.
It's still sitting kind of in the back of my palate a little bit.
I didn't get a hug.
Whatever this is kind of fun.
It
No caramel or butterscotch notes.
No, I would say apple or pear.
Apple or pear.
Maybe a pear apple. Maybe.
Maybe both. Why do you have to choose?
That's why I said a pear apple. The mix. Pear and an apple. Had one nice night.
It's got a nice mouthfeel. There's a little bit of oak in the middle on that third sip.
Oh no, this one smells oaky. B smells real oak.
Does
oaky.
it?
Oaky.
Maybe that'll end up being a double oaked.
Smells oaky. Huh. Interesting.
I don't get a lot of oak on the nose on this one.
Oh, you didn't?
Mm-mm.
Ooh. That's got a grab right up front.
Mm-mm. No, I'm still picking up some fruit notes.
Well, that's big. That's a lot more different. That's got me. Got me right up front, and then that I'm getting it. The slow lava burn down the
Boy,
chest.
yeah, that's very different from A.
Very.
It's grabby, but not like hot right up front, but not in a bad way. And then it just kind of, the rest of the notes just kind of spill out after that initial heat. I don't know that I'm going to be able to nail down all the notes in this.
See, I taste oak up front.
Mm-hmm.
I taste the oak up front.
It's got a nice mouthfeel.
It's coating. It's very coating. I bought all these Lucky Sevens in Illinois. We cannot get them here in Indiana. At least I've not seen them in Indiana before. If you have, let me know. But yeah, I bought all these in Illinois. I think I got the majority of them at the Blue Store in Danville, Illinois, and then I think I might have got one at DJ's Party over in
DJ's Party?
Yeah.
Is that a liquor store?
Yeah.
That's like the best name for a liquor store.
Robinson, Illinois. We had a store pick of his Buffalo. I think they were in the small bottles, little cute bottles. They were pretty good. That's
Boy, that's fun.
It's got a lot.
There's a
lot going on in here.
Complex. I enjoy the sweeter notes in a bourbon. This one's different because normally for me I get oak on the back end if there's a lot of oak in a bourbon.
Right up front.
Right up front, and not in a bad way, but I mean it's even making my lips feel tingly.
How are you supposed to be drinking that again?
Oh yes.
You gotta get that out there.
And so to have that oak up front and then it finishes with the sweet.
Yeah,
and
it doesn't.
Those notes linger. That's really nice.
I was gonna say it does not finish oaky at all. It just has that oaky up front, which is different. But it's got a little grab to it. It grabs you.
Really?
It didn't grab you? Like
you
that?
Did.
It didn't grab you like that?
It didn't.
I don't know why we decided to just go A, B, C, D, but we didn't
even discuss it.
We didn't. We just went down that way. Oh man, this one's a little full. I can't spin it.
Maybe I'm just all into apple because I'm picking up a little apple on this one as well, and maybe a tiny bit
into the fall.
Yeah, well, B had a little bit of a fruit note in it, and I wrote down apple or grape or pear. It wasn't real strong, real subtle, but kind of nice. You know what? Plum. Wow. I was going to try to make a guess for these. I don't know that I'm going to be able to do that. This is different. Now, this one's a little bit tamer. This isn't quite as...
It's not as grabby.
It's not packing as much heat. I knew that'd make you laugh.
Packing the heat. Packing the heat. This has got some oak to it, though. I get the oak out of it.
Yeah, but it's muddled with like some burnt sugar, trying to cover over that oak.
I gotta go in for that second sip to try to get that sugar.
That is not as complex as A or B, but still really nice. This is really smooth. This would be really dangerous. Because without that heat, you just keep going back for more and more sips.
Ooh. I sipped that wrong. That hit me right in the
Oh
right
no,
up, right up in the right up in the ball in the back of my throat, whatever
that's
that
the
thing is.
worst. It's gonna take you a little while to get over that.
Oh, huh. I'm sitting too. I'm sitting heavy. We had a late lunch. Way too much. Way too much pizza. Everything's sitting pretty heavy right now.
Mild on the oak. Now that third sip is a little bit
That was a
hotter to
lot.
me.
Yeah, hotter. I was just gonna say that I'm on my third sip. A lot more oak on that third sip.
Mhm.
A little more heat to it. It's funny how the first two were not as heaty, and
Hmm?
then that third
Oh, I
sip
felt
was
like A was a lot hotter than I expected it to be.
no.
Oh, you
The
mean the
third
first sip?
the third
Yeah.
sip on that on C. That's when I got the heat out of it. I didn't get too much heat on the first two sips.
Well, I don't know
Oh,
that I've had any of these now that I don't like.
I don't know. I'm trying to think if we've had a French oak that we like. Um, I don't know.
I know when we did that little at the Louisville Slugger Museum, the what's that little tasting experience we did?
Yeah,
What was that? Shoot. Barrels and billets.
that's it.
They
Yeah, French
had
oak.
the French oak. Yeah, the bourbon that was just in French oak, and you can compare that to some of the other oaks. And the French oak was not it's not really was not really up
I
there.
was gonna say I didn't think I felt like we've had a French oak that we were
Mhm.
not a huge fan of.
Yeah.
So I think that was the other reason why I kind of steered clear of the Lucky Seven French oak, just because I was like, oh, I don't know, but it had a fun name. I think it was called the Frenchman.
That's fun.
Kind of
They're
funny.
all like movie titles.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Oh wow. Oh man. This is smoky.
Smoky.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, now I'm not looking forward to this.
But I want to see how this first sip goes. That has got a super nice mouth fill, like buttery on
Ooh.
the tongue,
Yeah, it's got some smoke to it.
and then that smoke hit. Dang, I bet this ended up being the double oak.
That's got a little bit of remnants of an ashtray.
Not that bad. Now I'm picking it
I
up on
said
the nose, so
I
I
said
feel like maybe it's
re-
in my mouth and it's
remnants. Not,
picking it up out of the. But I didn't smell any smoke when I
dang.
initially tried this.
If you haven't caught on yet, we're not huge smoky fans when it comes to the brown water.
Man, I really wanted to like this one. Just a dash in the water and see if that tames that down at all. Probably not.
You might have opened it more up. Oh, dang.
Better.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. Better with a little bit of water.
Please, can I have some water, please? Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, oh. It's got me. It's got the claws in me. It's got that smoker. I'm gonna get the smoker's cough in a minute.
It's got some heat to it. I can feel
You
the
know
bug
what? I'm not getting as big of a
tingling on my lips.
hug as I did for one of the other ones.
This is why you take notes. Did you try it with the water?
No, I'm trying to. Excuse me. I didn't want to burp as this was in my mouth.
No, let's not do that.
Let's
not put that through your nose.
Might have burped it out.
Nope, I'm not doing that. I'm not. No. It's a little smoky, but it's really not too bad.
Yeah, no, I'm not a fan of that. I like all the first three.
Top notch.
Great. That fourth one, that smoke ruined it. I'm just.
You know what? I bet this would be, and it's got enough heat that you could taste the bourbon through like a cocktail. I bet it'd be really good in like an old fashioned or a Manhattan if you wanted a little bit like a smoked
You know
old
what?
fashioned.
I was wondering that if it would work
because it's smoky without being overly oaky, and I don't get that shoe leather kind of a taste that I feel like a lot of smoky bourbons tend to accumulate. Well, I unfortunately think that's probably going to end up being the double oaked. That's going to be my guess for that. And I'm going to guess that C was the 95 proof. And I'm going to guess B is the 123. And then what was
100?
100? Yeah, I think these two are pretty close. So I'm going to guess A is the 100 proof.
Which one do you like the best?
Oh, I don't know that I could pick it between A, B, and C. I don't know that I could pick one.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Huh.
You?
I'm going to go back through the line and see if I can find one that
you like the best. Gosh, I was hoping to not have to pick just a top pick. But the pressure was going to be off. You could just sip and enjoy.
Yeah, that's not what we do here. That's not what we do here. That's not what they pay for.
I have to take some of this.
Oh, I was just going to go down the line without cleaning.
I know, but with the smoke still in your mouth.
I already cleaned it.
With A?
No, I just clean an A now.
I'm going to go backwards through the line.
I don't know if I could go A. So now it's between B and C.
I'm getting a little bit of caramel out of that one this time. It's just so smooth.
My palate might be ruined because I'm getting smoke on B now.
Or maybe your palate's opened up. There's smoke there all along. You just couldn't
Don't do
nail
that.
it down.
Don't do that to me, Kaya. Don't. That's not kind.
Well, remember we said oak right up front for B.
Yeah.
It had almost like a plum finish.
Oh boy. I might not be picking any of them. It's just got a lot going on for it. I think C's got a lot going on for it.
One was just so smooth. And that one we were picking up some mild oak in the middle.
I get the oak. I don't know if I'd say smooth. I'd say it's very complex. Got a lot going on.
Yeah. I would have to say it's a toss-up for me between A and C. With B as my second pick and D probably as my last. I agree with you. I think C it's really fun. It is, I say smooth because there's not like a lot of grab and then you lose all of the other notes. There's a lot going on here, and I'm not going to be sophisticated enough to pick out all of the notes.
Not either.
It's a really nice, fun bourbon, and there's some heat to it. Like there's a hog there. It's just not. Sometimes I feel like a really hot bourbon will just kind of grab you so fast, and then it just like plummets you into nothingness. These at least have some grab, but then they kind of taper you down on the rest of the notes. This one doesn't really have that real big grab. And it's still a really nice bourbon.
I'd be curious if we did this in a couple months down the road,
we would pick the same one.
If we'd pick the same.
Yeah. Well, let's see what these were. Let's see.
What are you going for? What's first?
I just told you.
You said it was a toss-up between A and C.
Don't listen. He never listens.
Did you not hear the same thing?
I don't have to pick one.
You do have to pick one.
I know. Your rules, not mine. It's a toss-up between A and C.
It's not my rules. It's their rules.
That's my number one picks are A and C. Plural.
So I'm gonna go. A is second, B is third, C is first, and D is fifth because that's as high as I go right now. I don't have 100. So.
You skipped fourth.
Yeah. That's how bad I didn't like.
Oh my gosh, it's so drama.
I didn't like
D. Was not that bad.
Let's see smoky.
What they are. Let's see what they are.
Well, they're actually this.
Are they really?
A, B, C, and D.
I wondered. Interesting. Okay,
well, I was curious because I wanted to go up in proofs.
So the holiday toast, the double oaked, was the one that you picked a double oaked.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll be Okay, that one came in at 115 proof. I was wrong then on the smoky one. Gosh, I wonder what makes this one so smoky.
I don't. That's what I was trying to.
123 proof. Doesn't
2 more
taste
years.
like a hat. It's 14 years. And they don't really give you.
Actually,
I
not
mean,
2
it's
more years. I don't know.
blend, but it doesn't really tell you much more than that. Interesting. Okay, all right. Gosh, have we done a double oaked challenge?
We have.
We might have to do another one.
Well, that's going to go. So we did our Lucky 7 first before we do our Toasted series because I wanted the Lucky 7 in the Toasted series since it's a holiday toast. So that's going into the Toasted series.
Gotcha. Okay. Even though it's a double oaked.
It's a toasted.
Toasted.
So it's the second barrel's toasted.
Double oak, finished in new oak American barrels. It's called the holiday toast because
Finished
it's a
and
double
toasted.
oak. Finished and toasted. They're all toasted. They're all burned. They're all.
It's not toasted and burning is not the same.
Oh, educate me because I don't know the difference.
So toasted is they goes in at a lower heat.
Okay.
And it stays in there longer because it's toasting it longer versus a char where it burns it really fast.
Okay.
Because I looked that up, or someone and I were talking about it a couple days ago or something.
Okay.
But
so would you ever find like a bourbon that's in just a toasted barrel, or is it always the second barrel that's toasted because you have to have the first barrel charred?
I believe they're all double. I don't know. You tell me.
Okay. So okay. That would make sense.
Is what that's my thoughts on it.
I'll look into it. And then I shockingly did I really like this one, the Jokester. It's a 6-year, 95 proof. Really didn't, and I said that right out of the gate, thinking that you had probably started with, lower proof on up. Does not taste like a 95 proof. Normally about 105 to 115 is my sweet spot, but this 95 was really pretty good. I like that.
It's tasty. It had that apple parish concoction.
And a little bit of heat, despite the 95 proof. So, well, this was fun.
Let us know your thoughts.
And I would drink that again.
What you think?
I would.
The 14?
Even the topper is different. Did you see that?
Oh, it is different.
Yeah.
Huh.
I would. I mean, it's smoke. There's a little smoke there, but it's not. I think it's
cool that the cork is Argyle.
That is cool.
On the inside.
It's not intolerable. I would drink it again. I'd want to try that in a cocktail.
I'm curious.
We'll do that for another video.
I'm curious if we go back to it in a couple months to see if we feel the same. So we'll do it off camera and maybe just tell you about it.
We'll see.
I don't want to bore you with the same video.
Well, if you guys have tried any of these other Lucky 7 lineups, let us know. These are the only 4 that we have currently in our possession, but I wouldn't hesitate to look at buying more bottles. So, but if you've had any that you've tried and you liked, feel free to leave us a comment.
Yeah. Let us know what your thoughts are. Thanks for watching.
Like and subscribe.
Sip responsible, guys. Till next time.